To say now, they be lost in the sauce. Took a loss, that's your loss. Had to get my point across. Heard them lasers talking now, and we don't pay that no mind. Didn't.
Dear world,
good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or whatever.
So we're gonna start with some random rapid questions to get to know her better, because I feel like people, nobody really know. Like, you know, you be giving a lot of great advice and you be motivational and everything, but nobody really knows your insides.
I don't think I let them though.
Why not?
I don't even know. I don't mess with people like that.
Okay, who is Amber J?
Amber J is a lot of things. I feel like I'm an author, a podcaster, a sister. I want to say I'm a lover of all things, but I'm not. That's too cliche for me. I'm a dog mom, a daughter. I think I'm a enthusiast. I'm a realist, and I don't mean realist as in I'm the realist. I mean I'm a realist. Like, I see things for what they are. Even though I'm, standoffish, I'm a lover of people. Like, I think I'm a very kind person.
Yeah.
Does that answer the question?
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's a hard question to answer because you're not what you do. You're a combination of things. So that was definitely a good question for sure.
Period. And another one. I want you to finish this statement. Dear world.
Take care of yourself.
Period. Okay.
For sure.
So, do you prefer books or films?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm going to say books.
Okay.
I'm going to say books.
I had a feeling you was going to say that because you're an author.
Yeah.
So, okay. Do you prefer nights out or nights in?
Nights in. I'm not really a go out type of person.
Do you prefer mornings or nights?
Ooh, nights. I hate mornings. But thank you for waking me up, Jesus.
That is for sure.
I'm not a morning person.
Like, I don't know what time you get up. Be like, man, I ain't even about to call her.
At all.
Do you prefer summer or winter? Ooh.
I prefer the warmth of summer, but I prefer how the days are set up in winter. How it gets darker faster.
I'm surprised you said that because I know you hate being hot.
I do, but I think you can do more in the summer. I think that's what it is.
Do you prefer cats or dogs?
Dogs, I hate cats. Cats is rude as shit.
Cats is scary and
they unpredictable as well. Well, dogs are too, but I don't like. I've never met a cat. Nope, I take it back. I met one cat that I liked, and that was my friend's cat. I ain't met one
DJ. Cat yet that I like.
Oh man, I wouldn't.
That I've ever even touched. I don't know. I'm scared of cats. Like,
you scared of most dogs.
If you don't want me to come to your house, that's true. But if you got a little baby dog, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ask anybody's house I go over, do you have pets?
Where your dog at?
I need to know if you got a fish, a cat, a lizard, anything. I don't do reptiles. I don't do cats. I don't do whatever. If you got a Yorkie, that's about it. So you grew up in Detroit.
Yes, ma'am. Born and raised. 6 Mile, Illinois. Period.
The hood. Okay, what is your favorite thing about the city?
Riding down Woodward. It's probably for a bad reason. I like to look not only at people, I love to people watch, but I also like to look at the big faces.
The faces?
The big faces. The men dressed as women. Big faces.
What's your favorite restaurant in the city?
It used to be Armando's, but y'all got roaches, so...
So, what's your favorite restaurant in the city?
It used to be Armando's, but honestly, I have to give a typical black Detroit answer. Coney Island.
Hey, because when you go somewhere and they ain't got no Coney, you just be like, man, I know I can get breakfast, lunch, and dinner at a Coney Island.
You can't go to everybody's Coney Island because some people chili tastes different, some people wings taste different. Mm-hmm. So I love that National Coney Island. I think it's not National. It's downtown. That's my favorite Coney Island because that's the originated OGs.
Period. I'm gonna say El George's for me.
I don't think I've ever had El George's.
Yeah, El George's.
When I was in the hood though, like really hood though, it used to be Hollywood.
And it's one on Grand River. I can't really think of the name of it. It's like near Midtown, but I think it's whatever. Mm-hmm. Okay, so who is your favorite author?
Langston Hughes.
And why?
I just feel like growing up, that was my outlet, was reading his books. My mama always used to buy me his books. Mm-hmm. And then also his poems and different stories actually encouraged me to want to write more. So I feel like he's been a big inspiration to me.
Period. Mm-hmm. Shout out to inspirations. We all need them. Okay? All right. So how many books have you written yourself?
Let's see. I've written 4 and published them, but I do have several books that I start that I don't finish and don't do anything with. So that's probably countless.
What's your favorite book of your own?
When the Past Comes Knocking. That was my first book.
I like that book.
And I say it's my favorite because I set my mind on doing something before I turned 21.
Period.
And I said that I was going to publish a book before 25.
I remember that too.
I remember it. I feel like that was my baby. That's why it's my favorite book.
Okay, so would you rather be able to run 100 miles an hour or fly at 10 miles per hour?
That's slow. I'd rather be able to run that fast because I could get somewhere faster.
Can you imagine flying down the street at 10 miles?
Looking stupid.
I'm coming. You wouldn't get nowhere on time. Okay, would you rather fart or burp glitter?
I think fart because I feel like I would choke on the glitter. But it's going to get stuck in your pants, ain't it?
And then everybody would know you farting glitter. You would have a glitter circle in your booty crack. Okay, ew. Would you rather be funny or clever?
I think funny because I think funny can get you out of... Nah. Clever's going to say funny can probably get you out of situations as well as clever, but I think I would rather be clever. Use your brain.
I can see that. I think I would pick that too.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, so describe the sun in one word.
Hot.
I'm going to say bright. So, but I agree with that though. I mean, you know, okay. Describe the person. You don't got no person to your left, but describe the person to your right in one word.
Beautiful, because inside and out. That was hard.
Oh, man.
You irritating.
Describe yourself in one word.
Why is it harder to do stuff about yourself than it is?
Especially when it's one word. Like, if you had to use one word.
I'm going to just use the word realist again. Okay. Like, that's R-E-A.
That was on your plate and everything.
It was. You know. L-I-S-T. Because people are like, oh, you think you're the realist. No, I'm just a realist, like reality.
Oh, okay, so, have you ever had an imaginary friend?
I used to talk to myself, but I don't think I had an imaginary friend. But I did used to talk to myself because yeah.
Did you respond to yourself?
Yeah, because I was the mother, I was the child, and I was the daddy when I used to play kitchen.
Okay, what was your favorite subject in high school?
English.
What about college?
History. I hate college English.
Woo! Describe your dream house. Ooh.
Okay. Boom.
Period.
I don't care what the majority of the house looks like, okay? But the key things have to be a fireplace in the bathroom with a huge tub, okay? Then it has to have the shower, you know, the glass shower with the multiple shower heads. So that's the one thing that matters. Mm-hmm. Then my kitchen has to have an island. Period. It has to have not only the flat tops, but it also has to have the burners, the double oven. That's important. For sure. That's important, okay? Then it has to have a dishwasher. I need a dishwasher, okay? And then I just want a nice area for like TV, so maybe like a nice basement. And also, last thing, I want a big backyard with a greenhouse. That's my dream house.
Okay, so for the next question, we're gonna go a little to the left.
What's to the left mean?
If you were a potato,
okay,
how would you want to be cooked?
Fried.
Ooh, really?
Because I like French fries. That's my favorite type of
seasonings?
A little Cajun, a little Tony's, a little Cajun seasoning. Then you gotta have a cup of ranch on the side with a cup of ketchup.
Fine. It sounds like we at a restaurant. That sounds so good. I'm kind of hungry right now.
Me too.
That sounds good.
I like the cheese though.
You know, it's just a little something to, you know what I'm saying. If you could be an animal for a day, what would you choose to be?
Probably an eagle.
An eagle?
Because you can fly. And eagles are very dominant.
They are. They are. Okay. If you would have been on a reality show, what show do you think you would have been on? Or if you were to be on one?
A reality show. The only reality shows I watch is Desperate Housewives, though, so I don't want to be on there. I would be the ghetto friend.
I told you not to mess with me. You tried it. You tried it. So, are you a listener or a talker?
It depends.
Ooh.
Sometimes I'm a very good listener, depending on the person, and then other times I'm a talker. I always try to listen, but sometimes I tune out because what you're saying is some bullshit. And I'm going to try to be the talker. Especially in relationships, I can say I'm definitely a talker. I can admit I'm gonna work on that.
Yeah. If you could pick one song to describe your life, what song would you pick?
Ooh, that's hard.
That's deep. Anything.
7 Years Old by Lucas Graham.
I never even heard that before. I'm gonna have to look that up.
He said one thing, and my dad pointed this out the other day, and I had never realized it in the song, but he said, I don't, not necessarily verbatim, he said this, I don't have to die where I was born. And that's the deepest shit ever.
That is.
That's my favorite song.
And I'm gonna look that up because I want to hear that.
Definitely listen to it.
You know what I'm saying? All right. What is your goal by the end of this decade?
So the next 10 years.
Yeah.
I want to make it to the New York Times bestseller list.
Okay, claim it.
And I just want people to know who I am beyond, you know, the stuff they see on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. I want them to know me not only as an author, but I want them to know me as a person who does a podcast, as a friend. Because that's what I'm trying to bring to this whole podcast is like we a big family is to sit at the table for everybody.
Yeah.
So I think I just want my space in the world, like my spot.
Yeah. I can definitely understand that. What would you do if you knew you could not fail? Like, what would you do in life if you just knew it was no chances of you failing?
I would start several different businesses, and I would invest those into the youth because I feel like even when we were in school, they don't teach you stuff that actually is going to help you excel in life. You know what I'm saying? So I would teach them things about business or even how to be confident in yourself, stuff like that, stuff that actually matters that's going to help carry them. So I would start several different businesses and literally just invest those into the youth. Because I love the kids.
Period. And I want you to finish this sentence. I wish everyone could
be free.
That's deep. I like that. If you can live anywhere in the world, where would you live?
London. And I don't even know why. I just like they ask me, hello, cheerio.
So that's the only reason why you would move across the world?
I've always wanted to go there. I think the people is dope. I think the way that they dress is dope. They food a little weird, but I think you have a lot to try. It's beautiful there. It rain, it be dark, and that's my vibe. I just think that would be the dopest place ever. And I probably could write so many books living in London. So
you feel like you have more motivation than
yeah, because I feel like just the scenery.
Yeah. All right, so what's the best piece of advice that someone has ever given you?
It was from my mom's friend, Miss Dawn. May she rest in peace. I can't remember exactly what she said, but I remember how it made me feel and the confidence that it gave me. But it basically was about my gap because I never would smile showing teeth. I always, like a little fake little smirk. And she basically told me that I was beautiful. You know, don't let what people say stop me from smiling and things like that. And after that conversation, I started, showing my gap. And it was actually my mom who asked her to talk to me because she had like multiple gaps. Mm-hmm. So I will never forget that.
Damn. That's what's up. See how you remember stuff from your childhood? It's like
Fact.
Words stick. You feel me?
They
like
do. Whether good or bad.
You said you were how old when she told you that?
I was young. Like, I don't even think I was in high school. It had to be like middle school.
Dang, that's what's up. Alrighty. So, what is your worst fear?
Honestly, my parents dying. Because I don't think that's something, especially at this age, that I could stomach.
Yeah.
But outside of something devastating like that, I think just not living up to my potential.
Damn. Okay, so what's 3 goals that you have for this year?
For this year, to write another book. I'm not going to say what type of book, but to write another book, to definitely elevate my podcast and get more listeners. Because right now I think I'm like 2-point-something K. So to at least get to 5, and that's, fingers crossed, that's on y'all. And just to stay consistent / hold myself accountable for anything that I want to do.
Okay, what steps you going to take to make sure that happens?
One thing I started last year was holding myself accountable for journaling every day. I don't care how tired I am, if I'm mad, sad, if I ain't do nothing but sit on the couch all day eating chips, journal. So that was my first thing in holding myself accountable. The second thing, writing things down, whether it's in my phone or a notebook, because I know what type of person I am. I'm a very like scheduled person. So if I write it down, I tend to stick to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3, just reminding myself to take it one step at a time and not to put too much pressure on myself. Because I feel like when the new year come around, everybody, I got resolutions and all this other stuff. My goal is to always, be consistent and have goals, but not to just, it's the new year, I got to be a new person and I got to do this and this and this. I ain't like that.
I feel that. All right, and we're going. Okay, so we know everybody has been having a difficult time adjusting to living in COVID. What's one thing that was challenging for you living during this time? Well, 2020.
Having so much time and not knowing what to do with it. Because I feel like on a typical basis, you go to work and maybe you hang out with friends or whatever it is that you do after work. But just having so much time and having to sit with yourself and literally low-key fight your demons. Because you have nothing to distract you. So it made you, like I faced a lot of things that I had been holding on to.
Yeah.
So that was hard.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have. Yeah. It's been so much time on our hands. Like, what? We can't go outside? Like,
and just to sit with yourself.
Now it's like, anytime somebody invite me somewhere, I'm going after this. Like, we've been locked up so long.
RSVP.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Okay, so what is something that you need to let go of going into this new year?
Expectations of people.
Woo, child. We all need to let that go.
Because they only hurt your feelings.
Let you down, okay?
So,
you can't be expecting what? Yourself from other people. No cap.
At war.
Hey, what are your top 3 life values?
Top 3 life values. Definitely put God first. I think to make room for yourself and then to be your authentic self. Well, I guess that is kind of one in itself. So to be your authentic self. And this one is kind of hard, but not to judge other people in their situations, because I feel like we all judge people, but when it really boils down to it, not to judge people, because you don't know why that person is homeless or why that person is doing drugs or whatever. So just not to judge people.
That's deep. That's what's up. I like that. And has 2020 made you realize anything that you were taking for granted, or anything you've taken for granted?
For sure. I feel like I took friendships for granted, or just people in general, because a lot of times I isolate myself on purpose. I assume, I don't have friends, or I irritated that person, so I put myself in isolation a lot. But 2020 made me realize how many people do love me and how many friends I actually have, even if it's somebody that I haven't seen in years. We was kicking it on Twitter, and I ended up sending something for Christmas type of stuff, because we just got that back linked in. And just like even spending time with you, like, I was like, we'll see each other tomorrow or whenever, but now I'd be like, hell yeah, let's link up, just because you took that for granted, just being able to be in somebody's presence or to have your family around. So definitely people.
I feel that. All right, y'all, that's it for today. Thanks for being in the hot seat. How was it?
Let me see. It made me nervous, but I don't think it was necessarily the questions. Although I did appreciate your questions. They were solid questions. It really made me think. But it was being on camera outside of my comfort zone.
And that was a goal for you.
It was.
You knocked down the goal. So round of applause for knocking down goals all 2021. Hey. Okay. We're going to do some cheers.
Okay. I'm with it.
Okay.
Don't you just do one cheer at the end? You talking about do.
Okay. So let the people know where they can find you, follow and listen, and buy those books. Let's support her, period.
Okay, first of all, you can find me on Instagram. That's where you're likely to connect with me. It's dearworld.thepodcast. You can find my books on lulu.com. Okay. On Facebook, I'm Amber J. Graham, Graham, because some of y'all don't know how to spell Graham. You trying to spell me like a kilo. That's okay, though.
Graham cracker.
Graham cracker. But some people don't know how to spell that either.
Okay.
On Instagram, it's Amber_Jeanette. I apologize that my tags are all over the place, but understand we didn't start right
We're
here.
We're going to leave everything below.
Everything below. Because it started off as Amber_Jeanette. That was literally everything. Also, my podcast is Dear World. You can find that on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and Chromecaster. And that's that.
Y'all can just follow me on Instagram, Vibes with Danny Love. I think that's easy to spell out. But anyways, cheers to 2021 and getting out your comfort zone.
Yes.
And writing more books. And writing. Oh yeah. Okay. We got to. She trying to close this video, y'all. Come on, we here. Okay.
I just want to give a special shout out to Danny Love. Thank you so much for interviewing me today, being on the podcast. This is like your third time, so I really appreciate you for being my dog and always supporting me in everything that I do.
Period.
She literally has purchased every one of my books, my t-shirts, all that, so I appreciate
no
all the love
discounts.
that you give me. No discounts.
When your friends start businesses, don't ask for a discount.
Bro. Don't do it.
If they offer, cool.
But don't try to get, can I get a discount? No. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And then I hope that y'all enjoyed this video, just getting to know more of me. Because I've been on YouTube for a minute, but I don't think I've ever actually did one of these videos. So I hope that y'all enjoyed it. Subscribe, and go check out my podcast. I already told you where it's at.
And go follow me, period. We're going to come at y'all with some more 2021. Okay?
For sure.
All right, y'all.
They be lost in the sauce. Took a loss, that's your loss. Had to get my point across.